With such little rain we've had, obviously there would be less rain runoff. So we wanted to come here to the South Bay, right by the Tijuana Slough, to check on the amount of sewage coming to our beaches from Mexico. Perhaps with the drought, it's providing some sort of silver lining when it comes to our oceans. The early morning work by San Diego County's environmental health specialist, Romina Schiess.
I'm waiting for the tide to come back in because I have to take the sample when the tide is coming in.
Helps determine exactly that. She's here in the South Bay daily testing the waters, waiting for the wave to scoop up a bottle full.
I'm putting it in a baggie and then putting it in ice so the bacteria stops growing. So when I get it to the lab, it's the actual sample, the actual count.
And this spot south of Seacoast Drive is one of 9 locations she tests.
So I did Borderfield, TJ Rivermouth, 2 in IB, and then I have this, and then I have 1 north of IB, and then 1 in Silver Strand and 1 in Coronado.
That's what she needs to find out if the water is safe for swimmers and surfers in the South Bay.
My children surf. I swim. I like ocean swimming. And I feel like what I do impacts the daily lives of all San Diego County residents, or at least all beachgoers. So I'm really keeping you safe. I'm really protecting your health and keeping you safe. So I love what I do.
While we were with Romina on this day in July, she got the call from the lab. Too much bacteria in the sample from the day prior. So she immediately alerted the lifeguards and anyone she saw.
Okay, so don't go in the water.
Don't go in the water.
Okay.
To let them know of the beach closure and to stay out of the water.
We take the samples today, we take them to the lab, they put them in a culture, and then we read the results the next day. So it's about a 24-hour process.
The rest of San Diego County is monitored on a weekly basis. Now, despite the occasional south swell, bacteria levels have stayed fairly low for the summer.
As the river stopped flowing and my sample results started coming out clear or clean.
But since there's a wastewater treatment plant south of the border, a south wind or a south swell can also send bacteria into the Imperial Beach area.
The environment does not recognize borders.
Which is why even when there's no rain and no rain runoff coming from the Tijuana River, bacteria levels can still be dangerously high.
You're going to laugh, but I'm going to turn. I come in every day and I'm going to go, okay, what is my hair doing? Where's the water coming from? Where's the wind coming from? And then I go like this, and depending, because all of that is going to impact my decision making.
So even with a drought, we're still dealing with the pollution. It is a complicated problem going on for decades that not even a lack of rain can fix.
It's such a multi-layer problem, not just environmentally, but socially, economically, and politically, that I think the only way it's going to get solved is by both countries really sitting down and figuring it out together.
Because as much as she loves her job, Romina would also love not needing to sample this stretch of coastline every day.
I don't want you to come to San Diego as a vacationer or be a resident of San Diego and get sick by going into the water.
She's literally saving lives.
Wow, it's fascinating stuff because we always talk about Netta after the rain, you know, watch out for the water. But what she's showing is sometimes the bacteria levels can be, you know, not good even when it's not raining.
Yeah. I love when she said, I just stand there and whichever way the wind blows, that's so interesting.
A lot of
she
things
does it every day so many times a day that she can tell whatever way her hair is blowing or if there's humidity, it does impact the bacteria. So that's the thing. I mean, our weather obviously impacts it if the storm is coming, but even now, because of the way the wastewater treatment plant is so close to our border, you know, some of the swells, the winds, all of that could bring bacteria here. So unfortunately, the lack of rain has not necessarily improved us by too much. So we still have some of that pollution.